It looks both at the past and into the years to come. Our challenge for the years to come remains to work in collaboration with all stakeholders to create better shipping for a better future.
Distinguished leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the Seatrade Maritime Awards International. I'm Chen Xuan from Shanghai Television Station. Today's event is co-organized by Seatrade and SIPG. We have simultaneous translation, both in English and Chinese available, so please feel free to use our interpretation service. Before we start, I would like to remind you to have your masks on throughout the event. 女士们、先生们、各位领导，晚上好，欢迎来到今晚的海贸国际海事颁奖典礼。本届典礼由海贸与上港集团联合举办。今晚的颁奖典礼将提供中英文的同传服务。在此，我也想提醒大家，请全程佩戴口罩。First of all, let me introduce leaders who are with us tonight. They are Mr. Tang Zhiping, Vice Mayor of Shanghai Municipal People's Government. Captain Xu Zuyuan, IMO Goodwill Maritime Ambassador and former Vice Minister of the Ministry of Transportation of China. Mr. Li Tianbi, Safety and Security Director of the Ministry of Transportation and Director General of Water Transport Bureau of MOT. Mr. Huang Rong, Deputy Secretary General of Shanghai Municipal People's Government. Mr. Gu Jingshan, Chairman of the Shanghai International Port Group. Ms. Ethna Gong, Managing Director of Informal Markets China. Also with us tonight are representatives of government departments, ports, and shipping authorities. So welcome you all. From related ports and shipping enterprises and associations. Now, may I please express my sincere welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here. I believe that you all know Seatrade Maritime Awards International came to Shanghai for the first time. The award celebrated outstanding individuals and organizations around the world. So, as we are also live streaming the event tonight, you are welcome to join us online. Also, we would like to invite you to join us live with our live streaming so that we can all celebrate this wonderful gathering at a very special time of Yellow 2020. Now please join me in welcoming Ms. Ethna Gong from Informal Markets China to deliver a speech. Managing Director of Informal Markets China to address us, please. Thank you, host. Honorable Vice Mayor Tang Zhiping, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and those who are joining us online, good evening. I'm Ethna Gong from Informal Markets China, here on behalf of the Seatrade Awards organizer. I would like to welcome you all to our event, and I also want to thank the SIPG for their support to tonight's event. Again, let us put our hands together to thank you all for your participation. Informal Markets is the largest maritime event organizer in the world. Every year we host over 550 events around the world, over 200 international conferences covering transportation, technology, advanced manufacturing, medical device, life sciences, cosmetics, well-being, lifestyle, fashion, among altogether 15 sectors. We are aimed to provide industries a platform for exchange and communication. Tonight, I'm delighted to host this event both online and offline. Thank you all for sharing with us this great event for the maritime industry. I also believe that what we have achieved in terms of technological breakthroughs will become an important element for the maritime industry as well. We will work hard to make sure that our services can bring you all together in this difficult time. Many of our customers still face grave challenges ahead this year, but with digitalization and such way of communications, we believe that we will be able to serve you as we have always done in a very efficient manner. We have also worked together with many leading brands across different industries. We are very proud of that. Seatrade Maritime is one of our most established brands. This year, Seatrade Maritime started providing real-time news and information to the world. This marks the 50th anniversary of our initiative in this area, and we are delighted to work together with our partners to host this award ceremony. Over the last 3 decades or so, this award has been held in London. This year, we were honored to bring the event to Shanghai, China. So please allow me to introduce Mr. Chris Heyman, our chairman of Seatrade Maritime from London. He's joining us to tell us more about the brand. Again, I would like to welcome you to tonight's event. So, Chris, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Athena. Distinguished leaders, Vice Mayor Mr. Tang, IMO Goodwill Maritime Ambassador Mr. Xu, Director General Mr. Li, Deputy Secretary General Mr. Huang, Chairman Mr. Gu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural Seatrade Maritime Awards International. Whilst the global pandemic has made it impossible for me to join you in Shanghai this evening in person, I'm delighted to deliver this warm welcome from Seatrade by virtual means. 30 years ago, Seatrade approached the Secretary General of the IMO to seek his organization's support for a new idea. The Seatrade Awards were designed to demonstrate to a then sometimes skeptical public the shipping industry's commitment to excellence in safety, environmental practice, technical innovation, and corporate social responsibility. Established in the City of London and with the full support of the IMO, entries to the awards categories from around the world were evaluated by an independent panel of judges comprising the chairmen of many of the industry's leading associations. The awards were presented for the first time in 1989 at a gala dinner in London's ancient Guildhall, and the project has continued and developed on an annual basis since then. As the global reach of the industry has widened, Seatrade has developed regional awards programs in other centers. China's position as a global leader in the maritime world and Shanghai's importance as an international maritime center provide an ideal setting for a new international awards program. So, when SIPG, our co-organizers here today, approached us to cooperate on a new international Seatrade Awards program, we were delighted to work with them to bring the idea to fruition. Seatrade has had a long and successful relationship with SIPG dating back to our first cooperation on the Seatrade Asia-Pacific Cruise Convention in 2008. It was quickly agreed between us that a key element of this new project should be the appointment of an independent panel of judges made up of key influencers in the global shipping market. We're very, very grateful to all of the judges who accepted the invitation to assess this year's entries and select tonight's winners for providing their time, their expertise in reviewing what has been an exceptionally high quality range of entries. A special thank you must also go to our supporters, including the Baltic Exchange, BIMCO, China Ports and Harbors Association, China Shipowners Association, Intermanager, and ICHGA International. The support of these organizations has enabled us to spread the message internationally of the importance of these awards. We believe that the initiative we're launching this evening has an important role to play in the future, and it's therefore my great pleasure to announce that Informa Markets has signed a memorandum of understanding with SIPG to collaborate on the delivery of this awards program biennially for at least the next 3 editions. This will allow many more organizations and individuals across the maritime world to achieve the recognition they deserve and further the overall growth and innovation of our industry. 2020 has proved to be a uniquely challenging one for this industry, and some of tonight's winners are recognized for the exceptional nature of their response to those particular challenges. To underscore the international character of today's events, it's a pleasure to introduce the chairman of the International Chamber of Shipping, Esben Poulsen, to give us his views on the current state of the industry. Esben and ICS, as is well known, have provided fine leadership through the difficult period, and I'm delighted that he was able to join us this evening to share his ideas with us. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Esben Poulsen.
Thank you very much, Chris. Distinguished leaders, Vice Mayor Mr. Tang Xiping, IMO Goodwill Ambassador, Maritime Ambassador Mr. Xu Wan, Director General Mr. Li Chanbi, Deputy Director General Mr. Huang Rong, and Chairman Mr. Gu Jinshan. Ladies and gentlemen, I really honestly wish I could be with you in person in Shanghai rather than sitting in my room in Singapore, but in this current world, this is unfortunately not possible, but I'm definitely with you in spirit. 2020 has been a year like no other, where we have all experienced great challenges. Challenges to health, challenges to business, challenges to the environment, but most importantly for our leaders in our industry, for our seafarers. The COVID-19 pandemic means that 2020 will be a year that will long be remembered. This is certainly true for shipping, which exists to facilitate trade and maintenance and improvement of global living standards. Regrettably, this is something which too many governments often take for granted, even during this time of continuing crisis, when the role of the maritime transport in supporting the resilience of national economies is more important than ever. In spite of the many restrictions imposed by local authorities in response to COVID-19, shipping companies and seafarers have continued to keep trade moving, transporting the energy, food, raw materials, manufactured goods, including the vital equipment on which the 21st century life depends. The Chinese government has an opportunity to lead here. And we ask that government and local authorities continue to work together to ensure that safe crew changes can take place for both Chinese and foreign crews in Chinese ports. At this award ceremony, we must salute our seafarers for all they are doing. They are the true unsung heroes of global trade and of our industry. This year has seen many challenges for our businesses, not only in dealing with the pandemic, but also having to manage a volatile economic climate. These challenges are not new to the shipping industry. We experienced significant volatility after the 2008 global financial crisis, and the shipping industry managed to emerge from this as a strong sector. However, the impact of the pandemic is going to have ongoing challenges for the industry for some years to come. But we as an industry are strong, and we will prevail because we are resilient. The ultimate challenge we all face as a global community is the one of climate change. We continue to see increases in the frequency of extreme weather events worldwide. In particular, our hearts go out to the people of the Philippines, who once again are having to recover from the devastating effects of the latest typhoons to rip through that country. Whilst the shipping industry is only responsible for about 2% of global emissions, we as a sector are acutely aware of our responsibility to mitigate the effects of climate change. We are committed to the reduction of the industry's CO2 emissions, fully in line with the International Maritime Organization's 2050 strategy. In addition to working with IMO member states, including the great leadership shown by China in seeking to find pragmatic solutions to reduce carbon emissions, ICS, along with other industry partners, has submitted a radical proposal to establish a $5 billion global fund to accelerate the research and development of zero carbon technologies. The intention of this catalytic proposal is to enable the shipping industry to decarbonize completely, in line with the ambitious CO2 reduction targets agreed by IMO. This is an innovative proposal that requires the support of IMO member states to ensure that we can deliver a sustainable and equitable future for our industry. As a global industry, we rely on the leadership of the IMO to ensure equity for all. However, progress at IMO could be seriously undermined if the European Union presses ahead with a unilateral proposal to extend its emission trading scheme to international shipping, including non-EU ships, with the intention of raising billions of euros to support the EU's post-COVID-19 recovery. The EU's trading partners, such as China, will no doubt view this unwelcome initiative as an extraterritorial tax on trade. China is an extremely important partner in the global shipping industry. Last year, I was really delighted to take part in the opening ceremony of the new ICS China Liaison Office. As we look to 2021, our centenary year, the industry's relationship with the government of China and the Chinese shipping industry, as represented by the China Shipowners Association, will be of the utmost importance. Distinguished leaders, guests, and ladies and gentlemen, 2020 has been a significant year for shipping, for the shipping industry, and it is only right that we celebrate the successes that the industry has had. I congratulate all the winners and those who have been considered for these awards. As we look to the future, we need leaders like you to help us shape the future of shipping. I wish you a most enjoyable evening, and thank you very much for listening, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Espen Paulsen. 接下来我们要有请上港集团董事长。
Now let's give the floor to Mr. Gu Jingshan, Chairman of SIPG. Honorable Vice Mayor Tang Zhiping, IMO Goodwill Maritime Ambassador Xu Zuyuan, Mr. Li Tianbi, Deputy Secretary General Huang Rong, Mr. Heyman, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today I'm very delighted to meet with you by the beautiful Huangpu River for the 2020 Seatrade Maritime Awards International. Here, on behalf of SIPG, I wish to extend a warm welcome and sincere thanks to the leaders and all the participants here. SIPG is honored to be the co-organizer of the awards. We are very delighted to work with the Seatrade, with informal markets in preparation. This is very significant for Shanghai in its effort to become an international shipping center and developing the Shanghai port. I want to thank the MOT and the Shanghai government leaders for coming to this award and for your support. Also, I want to thank shipping companies, the domestic and international ports, the logistics industries, and other institutions. And also, I'm very delighted to work with the Seatrade so that we can build consensus and we can leverage today's opportunity to host awards in the future in London and in Shanghai. The awards started in 1989. It's the most important and most influential award in the maritime industry. The Maritime Awards have been hosted for over 30 years. The awards aim to recognize and the companies and individuals who have made great contributions in the shipping industry and to compliment them for their extraordinary and innovative practices. It's a very professional award. In 2020, because of COVID-19, many international events have been cancelled or postponed because of China's performance in prevention against COVID-19 and the importance of the shipping industry of China, and also the many years of good cooperation between Seatrade and Shanghai and SIPG. Now, for the first time, the award is hosted in Shanghai. This award is the first major event of the shipping industry after COVID-19. In this difficult period, the shipping industry has made very hard efforts and has made tremendous progress. We believe the awards will greatly vitalize this industry, and the global industry will join hands going forward. With support from various parties, in 2019, the throughput of the Shanghai port was #1 in the world for 10 consecutive years. And also, according to the 2020 Xinhua Baltic International Shipping Center Index, Shanghai port was #3, or was among the top 3. And now, instead of just focusing on the infrastructure, we focus also on the soft environment as we develop Shanghai into an international shipping center. And we will basically become an international shipping center with a lot of shipping resources, functions, good environment, modern logistics, and global allocation, global resources allocation. Due to COVID-19, we face great challenges, and we must explore new ways of opening up. Shanghai must be a point where we carry out domestic and international circulation. Shanghai port will actively work on the goal of turning Shanghai into an international shipping center. We will become a strong port. We will contribute to the Yangtze River Delta strategy, and we will participate in Belt and Road Initiative. We look forward to working with the industry and organizations and join our hands in coping with the challenges. In this way, we can break waves and make a greater contribution to the well-being of humanity, the international trade, and the ports. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Gu, for your speech. Now, Mr. Tang Zhiping, Vice Mayor, will make a speech. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm very delighted to be here with informal markets and friends from the ports and the shipping industry for the 2020 Seatrade Maritime Awards International. First, on behalf of the Shanghai Municipal People's Government, I wish to extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests. This year, the COVID-19 epidemic sent serious shocks around the world and caused a lot of damage to the international economy. The shipping industry around the world has been supporting various countries and regions in fighting against COVID-19. We have ensured the smoothness of the supply chain. We have made great contribution to the world economy. These successes and the contributions have been witnessed by the whole world. Because of that, hosting today's awards at this special time is even more significant. The awards will boost the morale of the shipping industry of the world, create great energy for this industry, and support the recovery of global trade and business. For many years, Shanghai has adopted the philosophy of mutual trust, mutual benefit, equality, consultation, and respect for multiple civilizations and seeking common development. We have contributed to the wisdom and the power of Shanghai in developing a community of the world Shanghai has become a gateway for the world to understand China. For 10 consecutive years, the port of Shanghai has the world's largest throughput. The influence of the Shanghai port as an international shipping center has steadily increased. Also, in terms of the management of large ports, optimization of the logistics systems, and the safety, efficiency, and the green development of the ports and the shipping industry, Shanghai has got a lot of experience. Seatrade of informal markets has a long history in the maritime and media industry. Shanghai has had a long-standing cooperation with Seatrade. In cruise exhibitions, conferences, and talent training, we have a lot of success in cooperation. We truly hope that through today's platform, we can build up our interaction and exchange, share our achievements, and contribute to the development of the industry. We hope that more international shipping companies, maritime organizations, institutions can come to Shanghai to develop their business. Shanghai will follow its urban city spirit of being inclusive. We will create a better development environment, work with all of you, grow with all of you. We can be mutually beneficial, and we can create a new chapter in shipping. Last but not least, I wish the 2020 Seatrade Maritime Awards International a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Tang Zhiping, for the address. Next, let us take a look at the big screen. The video just played shows the positive role of port and shipping companies in building Shanghai as an international shipping hub port, enhancing the facilitation of international trade at Shanghai port, and optimizing the business environment at Shanghai port. They are also active responders to China's national development strategies like One Belt, One Road, and the Yangtze River Economic Belt, and promoters of regional collaboration and development, practitioners of the development of port and shipping industry. So, we are going to present the Special Contribution Award to the Shanghai Shipping Construction, who will be the first award winner tonight. Headquartered in Shanghai, the company ranks among the first in the world in terms of comprehensive fleet capacity, with its container fleet the third largest in the world, and the capacity of dry bulk, tanker, and general cargo fleets largest in the world. The company takes Shanghai Port as a transition center and ranks first in terms of international transit business in Shanghai Port in 2018 and 2020. It has long been committed to strengthening port and shipping digital cooperation, improving port automation and intelligence. The company has made outstanding achievements in promoting breakthroughs in the development of shipping centers and building digital cooperation between ports and shipping. Now let's welcome Huang Rong, Deputy Secretary General of Shanghai Municipal Government, to come to the stage and announce the winner. Let's welcome. I declare the winner of the Special Contribution Award to Shanghai Shipping Construction is China COSCO Shipping Corporation. Let's welcome Mr. Feng Bo, Vice General Manager of China COSCO Shipping Corporation Limited, the representative of the winning company, to accept the award. Please come to the center of the stage. Let's again give a big hand to the winner of our first award tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Secretary General. Please take your seat. Next, let's welcome Mr. Feng Bo to deliver an acceptance speech. Let's welcome. Distinguished Vice Mayor Tang Zhiping, Captain Xu Zuyuan, Mr. Li Tianbi, Deputy Secretary General Huang Rong, Chairman Gu Jinshan of the SIPG, Mr. Yan Jun, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good evening. Tonight, I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of the COSCO Shipping for this Special Contribution Award. On behalf of COSCO Shipping, I'd like to thank the Seatrade, our colleagues in the shipping industry, and the Shanghai Municipal Government for the recognition and the award. Thank you very much. Shanghai has made significant progress in building an international shipping center. COSCO Shipping, headquartered in Shanghai and as a global corporation in shipping sector, is an active participant in this initiative and has also been a great beneficiary. We have witnessed the continued concentration of resources and the improvement of the business environment in the city. Shanghai has become a fertile ground for the development of businesses. This year, the Seatrade Award came to Shanghai for the first time, which is a testament to the global recognition on Shanghai's achievement in this area, and it will again boost the development of Shanghai as an international shipping center. Again, I would like to thank the organizers, the Shanghai Municipal Government, industry, friends and colleagues, and our partners. Thank you for your support. We will take this award as a motivation and contribute more to Shanghai's development as a shipping center and that of the global shipping industry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Feng, for the wonderful speech. Before we continue with the remaining awards, let us take a brief look at the long history of the Seatrade Awards. Next, we are going to present the Logistics Solution of the Year. So let's take a look at the big screen.
This award recognizes a new technology, system or infrastructure development which has made a significant contribution to the advancement of efficiency in the door-to-door movement of cargo. And here are the contenders. AP Moller Maersk, Indian Ports Association, and Medlog.
So these are the candidates to the entries to the award. Let's invite Mr. Yan Jun, President of the SIPG, to announce the winner. The winner of the Logistics Solution of the Year is Medlog.
Congratulations to Medlog.
Let's welcome CEO of China W Shanghai, Mr. Michael Guan, to accept the award.
CEO China of W Shanghai Company to accept the award.
Medlog has created a seamless and efficient logistics chain by setting up a barge terminal, streamlining the clearing and forwarding complexities through its depot, as well as acquiring all the relevant equipment. Thank you. Please take your seats. Congratulations. Our next award is the Ship of the Year. Let's take a look at the entries to this award.
For this award, the judges looked at new ship designs based on energy efficiency, environmental impact, sustainability, adoption of new technology, safety and security. On this shortlist, Bari, HMM, MSC Mediterranean Shipping Company, and Silver Sea Cruises.
现在掌声有请中国传奇。
Let's welcome Mr. Fan Qiang to announce the winner.
Vice President of China Classification Society, to reveal the winner.
The winner is MSC Phoebe from SC Mediterranean Shipping Company.
MSC Phoebe from MSC Mediterranean Shipping Company.
Please welcome on stage Managing Director of MSC Greater China, MSC Mediterranean Shipping Company, Mr. Jonathan Zhu, to accept the award. MSC Phoebe sets a new standard in container shipping, especially in terms of environmental performance and safety. Please have a group photo. Thank you. Please take your seat. Congratulations again. Before we continue with our next award, the judges felt that they would like to highlight another nomination for the Ship of the Year. That is Silver Origin from Silver Sea Cruise. It is an innovative cruise vessel with impressive environmental credentials, including dynamic positioning systems and the highest of energy efficiency standards. So congratulations also to Silver Origin from Silver Sea Cruises.
Innovative cruise vessel with impressive environmental credentials, including dynamic positioning systems and the highest of energy efficiency standards. So congratulations to Silver Origin from Silver Sea Cruises.
Our next award is Ship Finance Deal of the Year award. Let's look at the big screen.
This award recognizes a financing solution with areas assessed according to the size and scope of the deal, as well as the innovative characteristics of the financing. Here there are 4 companies in the running: Bank of Communications Financial Leasing Company, CMB Financial Leasing Company, Sovcomflot, and Stevenson Harwood.
下面我们要有请到海航运交易所总裁。
Let's welcome President Zhang Ye of Shanghai Shipping Exchange to announce the winner. The winner is Bank of Communications Financial Leasing Corporation. Let's welcome Chairman of the Bank of Communications Financing Leasing, Mr. Zhao Jiong, to accept the award.
The award.
他们是我们今年就是在疫情之间6.5亿的美金贷款。
So they're the first regarding the $650 million of loans. They know a lot about the recipient. There's a lot of praise for another candidate. They have given a lot of support.
Open to shipping companies in all market sectors, the judges looked at responses to the prevailing market conditions and to the particular challenges of disruptions to trading patterns to determine their winner. There are 7 contenders. ADNOC Logistics and Services, CMA CGM SA, Fleet Management Limited, Orient Overseas Container Line, Sovcomflot, Synergy Marine Group, and Tomei Group.
下面要有请英富曼中国副总裁张明先生来到舞台上，为我们揭晓获奖者的名单。Now please welcome Mr. Bill Zhang, Vice President of Informa Markets China, to present the award.
我宣布，获得年度航运企业奖的是 Sovcomflot。
Congratulations， 给到我们俄罗斯国家航运公司。很遗憾，我们今天的这个俄罗斯国家航运公司的代表不能来到我们的颁奖典礼的现场，所以我们要有请到 Seatrade 中国执行副总裁李小丽来到舞台上来带领这个奖项。Now please welcome Li Xiaoli, Executive Vice President China of Informa Markets, to accept this award in behalf of Sovcomflot. 俄罗斯国家航运公司呢是全球能源运输领域的领导者，拥有100。
Award ceremony in Shanghai.
「好的，接下来我们要颁发的奖项是。 是企业社会责任奖。Our next award is Corporate Social Responsibility。我们通过大屏幕来了解一下入围者。
Organization which has demonstrated an exceptional example of support for its employees or the community, and one of these will be taking the trophy. So will it be Bahri, CMA CGM, Intermanager, Orient Overseas Container Line, Tomei Group, or Wilhelmsen Ship Service? We have another Judge's High Commendation here, and that's awarded to a company that has supported the global community to tackle regional and international issues, such as donating containers to the Australian community following the severe bushfires, to establishing a COVID-19 charity fund in the region. So it's congratulations to Orient Overseas Container Line. But which is our corporate social responsibility winner? The winner is Wilhelmsen Ship Service. Wilhelmsen Ship Service crafted frameworks and worked with regulators to develop protocols for safe crew change corridors between countries. They also help the industry to keep up with a dynamic COVID-19 situation through interactive maps, crew testing availability, layup locations, and e-advisor. We come now to the first of 4 Seatrade Special Awards, recognising individuals for their outstanding contribution to the maritime industry, with nominations invited from the international business community and the winners chosen by Seatrade. First,
Also, we have a judge's high commendation, and that is awarded to a company that has supported the global community to tackle regional and international issues, such as donating containers to the Australian community following the severe bushfires, and also to establish a COVID-19 charity fund in the region. So congratulations to Orient Overseas Container Line. 刚才我们也提到了这个 COVID-19 pandemic。那么接下来我们要颁发的是一个特别奖项，特别要表彰在疫情期间有突出表现的航运企业。Well, now here comes the Seatrade Special Award for Response for the Pandemic, recognizing shipping companies for their outstanding contributions during the COVID-19. 现在呢，我们要有请 Seatrade 主席 Chris Hayman 先生向我们介绍更多关于这个获奖者的情况。Now, please, if you want to hear more about the information of the winner, let's hear it from Seatrade Chairman, Mr. Chris Hayman.
Thank you very much. From time to time, market dynamics and the shape of the economic landscape throw up an opportunity for us to introduce a special award for a particular year. And this year, we felt the response to the pandemic, which we've heard a lot about this evening, demonstrated by the maritime community, deserved special recognition. So today we present this award to a company which has shown great strength of leadership, innovation, and agility in response to the challenges presented by COVID-19. Today's winner has provided an example to the industry in how to exceed customer expectations and requirements whilst simultaneously reducing their costs. One of many impacts of the crisis has been a shortage in road trucking capacity in many key regions. And our winner tonight, a global shipping giant, transformed key areas of their service, offering by moving operations from road to rail and sea. This innovative approach has helped reduce the strain on road capacity shortage, saved customers money, and delivered a positive environmental impact through the reduction of CO2 emissions in local supply chains. Our winner has also shown great leadership and cooperation with key stakeholders such as port authorities and operators to help reduce the overall impact of COVID-19, and has had an intra-regional supply chains, all with a close focus and clear focus on customers and ultimately for the consumer. An impressive display of resilience, agility, and innovation that Seatrade is delighted to recognize. With a clear focus on the customer and ultimately the consumer. An impressive display of resilience, agility, and innovation that Seatrade is delighted to recognize through the prism of the Seatrade Awards. So now it's time to reveal the winner of the 2020 Special Award for Response to the Pandemic.
The winner of the Special Award for Response to the Pandemic is A.P. Moller-Maersk. Congratulations. Our next special award goes to the Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And to tell us more about the winner, let's hear from Seatrade Maritime Informa Markets Event Director, Chris Morley.
Today we recognise a young entrepreneur from the new generation of industry leaders. Our winner is a dynamic leader and has led fleet expansion, vessel diversification and a major commitment to human resources and training. She is fast becoming one of the leading lights in the LNG and LPG carrier market, demonstrating a clear recognition of the vital importance of training in the LNG business. As a vice president at one of the largest privately held shipping groups in the world and part of a family-run business in a highly competitive environment, she is no stranger to entrepreneurial spirit. With a slightly unusual start to her maritime career, our winner graduated University College London with honours in clinical medicine, and after a short period as a junior doctor in the UK's National Health Service, she joined the family business of shipping in 2009. Now actively involved in all aspects of the group's activities, her predominant focus is with their newest business unit, focusing on a young fleet of LNG, LPG and FSRU vessels. Our winner tonight has been highlighted by trade media as one of 30 people shaping shipping's future. And given the demonstrable impact she has made over the last decade, we too share that belief. So without further delay, let's find out the winner of the 2020 Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
It's Director and Vice President of Angelikousis Shipping Group, Maria Angelikousis. Our ultimate president.
Industry leaders. Our winner is a dynamic leader and has led fleet expansion, vessel diversification and a major commitment to human resources and training. She is fast becoming one of the leading lights in the LNG and LPG carrier market, demonstrating a clear recognition of the vital importance of training in the LNG business. As a vice president at one of the largest privately held shipping groups in the world, and part of a family-run business in a highly competitive environment, she is no stranger to entrepreneurial spirit. With a slightly unusual start to her maritime career, our winner graduated University College London with honours in clinical medicine, and after a short period as a junior doctor in the UK's National Health Service, she joined the family business of shipping in 2009. Now actively involved in all aspects of the group's activities, her predominant focus is with their newest business unit, focusing on a young fleet of LNG, LPG and FSRU vessels. Our winner tonight has been highlighted by trade media as one of 30 people shaping shipping's future, and given the demonstrable impact she has made over the last decade, we too share that belief. So it gives me great pleasure, therefore, to hand over to Mr. Li Tianbi to reveal tonight's Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morley. 现在要有请到的是交通部安全总监、水运局局长李天弼先生来到舞台上，为我们揭晓获奖者的名单。Now please welcome Mr. Li Tianbi, Safety and Security Director of MOT. Director General of Water Transport Bureau of MOT to present the award.
年轻航运领军人物奖的得奖者是安格里库瑞斯航运集团玛利亚·安格里斯西斯副总裁。
Congratulations is Director and Vice President of Angli Courses Shipping Group, Maria Angli Courses。同样的，很遗憾，玛利亚今天不能出席我们的庆典，所以我们要有请到英孚曼中国董事总经理龚康康女士来代表玛利亚女士来领奖。Well, now please welcome Madam Anthena Gong, Managing Director of Informa Markets China, to accept the award on behalf of Maria.
我要说一下，是会议之前，那个玛利亚女士再三的要求说，让我来帮她领这个奖。
Maria has particularly asked me before this event to accept this award on her behalf.
谢谢，请入座，谢谢。接下来呢，我们今晚的这个奖项是全球年度航运杰出人物奖。那么该奖项呢是授予在过去的12个月当中，在行业内做出杰出贡献的个人。Our final representation this evening is the Seatrade Special Award to this year's Global Personality Award。英国英孚曼海事总裁Andrew Williams 将为大家来带来。更多的关于这个奖项信息。Well, now let's hear it from Mr. Andrew Williams for more information about winner of Global Personality.
Good evening, all. Tonight, we celebrate the achievements of a prominent industry personality.
As the Seatrade Special Award to this year's Global Personality, an individual in any field who has excelled in the past 12 months in a way that is of benefit to the industry. To tell us more about our Global Personality winner, it's over to Informa Markets Maritime Group President Andrew Williams.
This evening, we celebrate the achievements of a prominent industry personality at the helm of a leading shipping and logistics group. A dynamic leader who demonstrates commitment to the good environmental practices for which his group is justly renowned. Tonight's winner embodies international experience. Joining a leading shipping group in 1994 led by his father, he then played important roles around the business in New York, Hong Kong, and eventually moved into the head office in Marseille. In 2004, he was appointed executive officer in charge of developing regular lines on the North-South axis and appointed vice chairman and member of the group's board in 2010. He oversaw there the restructuring of the group in that same year. More recently, he conducted talks that led to the signature of the Ocean Alliance, a strategic and ambitious operational agreement with COSCO Shipping, Evergreen Line and OOCL. And since his nomination as the group's chairman and CEO in 2017, he has been implementing a new strategy to steer the group into the future. The recent delivery of the world's largest LNG-powered container ship represents a major milestone for this group's objective of carbon neutrality, and incidentally the ship was named in honour of his late father, founder, first chairman and CEO of the group. An undoubted global personality and key influencer of the shape of things to come, it's now time to reveal tonight's Global Personality of the Year.
The Global Personality of the Year is CMA CGM Chief Executive Officer Rodolphe Sade.
Let's take a photo together. Congratulations. 谢谢，请入座。Please be seated. 同样的，我们要通过大屏幕来感受一下萨义德先生的获奖感言。Now here's a message from Mr. Rudolf Sade.
Dear all, it's an honor to receive the prestigious Global Maritime Personality Award. As you know, the shipping industry is facing many challenges, and that is what makes it so fascinating. Challenges that are digital, to keep pace with digital advances, geopolitical, tensions that are becoming more and more intense, and we need to navigate our way through them. Environmental, the protection of the planet has become a strategic issue. And sanitary, the COVID-19 pandemic makes crew changes difficult and the supply chain increasingly complex. For the past 42 years, the CMA CGM Group has always risen to challenges. I see this award as an encouragement to pursue and even intensify our efforts to resolutely bring shipping into the 21st century, fully conscious of its responsibilities. In order to be even more environmentally responsible, we have made the bold choice of LNG, a source of energy that significantly improves air quality and contributes to tackling global warming. And in order to better respond to customer expectations, we acquired SIVA, a logistics company, in 2019. With SIVA, we can now offer complete solutions combining storage, air, and ground solutions. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our customers for their trust and their loyalty. It is to better serve you that we continue to innovate, develop new products, and strengthen our service offerings. With you and for you, we will continue to resolutely drive shipping towards a responsible future to create value for all. You can rely on the dedication and expertise of the CMA CGM teams. Again, thank you for this honor.
奖项都已经颁发完毕了。首先呢，我要请大家再次用热烈的掌声祝贺我们所有的获奖者和入围者，也感谢他们对整个全球的海运事业所做出的贡献。Please a big round of applause to all of the winners and the nominees for tonight's awards ceremony, and thank you for their contribution to our world's maritime industry. 最后呢，我也仅代表主办方 Seatrade 及联合主办方上港集团，感谢交通运输部及上海市人民政府对于本活动的大力支持。感谢本届颁奖典礼的所有评委，以及支持 Seatrade 国际海事颁奖典礼的所有人。感谢我们所有台前幕后的工作人员。在这里也跟大家要透露一下，刚才你们所有看到的都是 live。Everything you've seen on the big screen, I mean, apart from the promotional clips, they are actually live. And during the afternoon, they've been doing rehearsals. They've been doing testings several times. So without them, without all of our staff members, this cannot be happening today. So again, a big round of applause to all of our staff members to make this happen. 同时呢，我们也要再次感谢在座的各位领导和嘉宾，以及在线上参与我们的所有的嘉宾。恭喜我们今年所有的得奖者，还有我们获得高度赞扬的奖项的入围者。现在我们要有请到上海市副市长汤志平先生、国际海事组织海事亲善大使、交通运输部原副部长徐祖远先生、交通部安全总监、水运局局长李天弼先生，以及上海市政府副秘书长黄荣先生、上港集团董事长顾金山先生和上海市交通委副主任张林先生、上海集团总裁严俊先生，以及我们活动的主办方英富曼中国董事总经理龚康康女士，再次回到我们的舞台上，也要有请我们所有的奖项获得者带着你们的奖杯来到舞台上，我们一起来拍一个大家庭的照片。Now let's take a big photo together. Please, may I invite all of the leaders and winners to the stage for a big family photo together.
I'm the Secretary General of the Mission to Seafarers, and I'm very glad indeed to be speaking to you today. The mission has been supporting seafarers across the world since 1856, but in its long history, it can have seen few years as difficult for seafarers as 2020. The crew change crisis had an enormous and immediate impact uncertainty about the future, anxiety about family back home, exhaustion, and that sense of losing control over your own destiny, which can be so debilitating. And these things have combined with severe limitations on shore leave to create unprecedented levels of stress for so many seafarers. One of them told us there is no tomorrow, and without a tomorrow, there is no hope. And I guess many could have echoed that phrase. In response, we've been so glad to be able to continue our support to seafarers from right across the world, including China. We've done so by maintaining ship visitation in as many ports as that's been possible, always in a careful and safe way at the gangway, but maintaining some personal contact with seafarers. We've been delivering personal supplies that are so important for their well-being, including of vital medicines. And we've been taking MiFi units on board, enabling those who don't have access to Wi-Fi to communicate with their families back home. We've developed new digital services, enabling those who can't access personal support to share problems and seek advice, and that's been incredibly important. And our family support networks have sustained support to seafarers' families who have had a very difficult and worrying time. One seafarer has written to me just in the last few days, and he wrote this: "I just felt that telling my experience to the Mission to Seafarers would alleviate the depression and anxiety I'm currently experiencing. I know I can trust you guys because every time I go to the mission, it refreshes my spirit." We are so glad to be maintaining our services across the world 24 hours a day. We thank you for giving us an opportunity to speak to you about our work today. So it's a thank you from all of us at the Mission to Seafarers. Thank you.
版落幕了，让我们2021年再相聚英国伦敦，2022年再度聚首中国上海。Well, now until next time, thank you for being here with us, and hope to see you in 2021 in London and back to Shanghai in 2022. Good night.